I mean, it feels great. I mean, they beat us at our place, so I felt like it was good for us to get this win in the tournament. I feel like the team did a great job coming out with energy, especially in the second half because they're a second half team. And hey, I'm happy Coach came out with a great game plan because their coach he got a very good game plan against us. That was very big because they shoot a lot of threes. I think like the first 3 games they shot 45 threes against us, and that's a lot. I mean, it's hard for a team to lose when they shoot that many threes and they also make them. So I feel like it was big for us to run them off the line and keep their shooters contained. Yeah, I feel like I was feeling it and I also was rebounding, so I think Coach got me on that one. Like, hey, if I rebound, I'm gonna score the ball well.
Well, I mean, obviously, when you're in tournament time, it's win in advance. So it feels great to be able to have an opportunity to play again tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to play a really good team in UNCG, but I'd play anybody as long as we got there tomorrow. So they're the opponent we got. I told them we'll celebrate this one for about 30 minutes, and we'll go back and get to work on UNCG for tomorrow. Keep with the defensive intensity no matter what. So we had a couple times there, I thought, in the first half and even in the second half where we got a little jump shot happy. And the great part was we got jump shot happy, but we came down and we kept the effort and got stops. We've had times where you miss a couple jump shots, we let it affect the defensive end. We didn't let anything affect the defensive end. We just kept playing. I thought we did a much better job in the second half of really, closing down the defensive backboard, and then we took care of the ball and we shared it. And what's indicative of how well we shared it tonight is how many people had assists tonight. Usually, with us, it's usually Shark gets a bunch, Myron gets a couple, and you might get one here or there. A lot of people moved that ball tonight, and we got assists. And what's nice to see is we've shot the ball really well all season, but the last 3 games we had struggled, and it's good for just the guys to be able to see the ball go in the hole because that's how we shot it all year. Well, I thought playing well tonight. If you came in here and you struggled and you found a way to win, but you struggled, I don't know how much momentum you get off of. You get to play again, but the fact that we played well, I think, after struggling 4 games in a row, I think the fact that we played well is going to bode well for their confidence, no matter who they're playing the next game. Well, I think. How our intensity was today on the defensive end, it has to be that for 40 minutes, and then the focus on the offensive end. I thought both of the times when we lost some focus in the second half of both games, and that's where they make a small run, and that small run pulled away from us both times where, like, we don't turn it over against their press. We don't turn it over, and it's like you get bored because it's like you think it's easy, and then all of a sudden Miller jumps out there and steals one because you're lazy with the pass. So just keeping that focus going until that final horn sounds, that's what's key, because they're not going to lose their focus, and they're not going to give you, like, I think UNCG, ETSU, and Wofford, they've all won this in recent years. They've won a lot and won this conference tournament. Those 3 teams, and obviously Furman's been great too, but I mean, those 3 teams have won this tournament in recent years. None of them are going to give it to you. You got to go take it from them, and they're going to all play 40, so you got to match that 40. And tonight I thought that we played 40 minutes of just great intensity and effort. And yes, there's mistakes in there, but when you're playing with great intensity and effort, you can make up for some of those mistakes. When you're playing at 3/4 speed and you make a mistake, you always get beat on the play.